Last night on the late stream, it was the return of Helldivers 2 to my streams for the first time in a while. And I was very curious about how this was going to go. Because the last time that I played Helldivers 2, I had moved it from it had always been a daytime stream for over the month of April. I moved it to a night stream. And when I did that, I hate to say it, it just didn't work. People didn't really show up as much. People that were there were not engaged and were basically kind of ignoring the game and not talking to me. And the support was abysmal. All right. So I said, well, let's give it a break. We'll bring it back in a couple of weeks and we'll see what happens. And so that's exactly what I did last night. Last night was kind of a test stream to see, is there still interest for this game? Or really has it kind of fizzled up and died out? And there you go. I wanted to find out. So, last night, here's what happened. Attendance, pretty good. Was it amazing? No. Was it terrible? Absolutely not. It was pretty good for a night stream, I would say. Engagement. I'll tell you this. There was a group of people who were actively there, engaging, talking with me, and giving me hints and help while I was playing. And that was well appreciated. I still don't know what a super sample looks like. People keep telling me what the super samples look like. I still haven't found one. My teammates were finding them, but I still haven't found one. So I'm kind of useless in that regard. But, you know, I was trying to get back into the swing of things after not playing it for 2 weeks. I know for a fact that I was pretty, you know, slow to get back into it, and I wasn't really helping as much. But, you know, that's what happens when you don't play an online game for a while. So, anyway, how did it really go? Well, I'll tell you this, support was great, but it really, if you wanted to know the truth, it was because of like 2 people. You know, there are 2 people who came by and did like really big tips. There was someone who came by and gifted a few memberships. If it weren't for that small handful of people, honestly, you know, it might not have gone so well. So I'm very grateful for that, but definitely you can tell that the whole feeling of community hype over the game on my channel is kind of gone. Now, here's the other thing and another factor. I started playing, and my first match, admittedly, I was rusty, but I actually got the match done. The second match, I played 45 minutes into a match. We had all the super samples on the map, which I need to get my critical upgrades for my stratagems. And I'm like, okay, this is great. And then what happens? The entire match falls apart. All of a sudden, at the very end, there's just unlimited waves of these Terminated enemies coming. Our whole team stops working together and panics, and we die. And we're like, you gotta be kidding me. We worked 45 minutes and got nothing out of it. What a waste of time. It's very frustrating when that happens. So then I started another match. This was another match that was almost 45 minutes. What happens? 30 minutes into the match, when we got the super samples, we've done the side quest, it's time to get ready to leave, 2 people drop. Now, we don't know if it was a connection issue or if it was just they were in a party and they just decided they didn't want to play anymore. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Now we're on a map that's scaled to 4 people with 2 people. How in the holy hell are we supposed to survive this? So then we start to try to escape, and then a troll joins the lobby. Yeah, a troll joins the lobby who's not playing and helping, and instead is typing bullshit into the chat and basically being no help and screwing us over. And I was like, you know what? We played for like 40 minutes in this match. I don't want to screw over my teammates. I'm going to leave. Because that way, if I leave, maybe the troll will leave and other legit people will join and they'll have an actual chance to leave and escape and get something good out of this. So I got out of there. And then finally, at the end of the night, we did one more match, and that one was about a 30-minute match. Finally, had a competent party. Everything worked well. We were actually fighting the automatons this time. Got the super samples and got the hell out of there. I went late. Basically, I went late last night, like up to 2.5 hours of gameplay to get to that point because I wanted to have... I definitely wanted to have the final match be a good one, right? So I got there, but man, I'll just be honest, and I said this on the stream last night, I'm kind of getting bored of the game. And the reason is there's a couple factors involved, okay? Factor number 1, there's just a lot of other stuff going on, right? There's other things that I could be doing. There's new games coming out. And so the idea to keep going back to Helldivers, you know, it's a little bit of like, oh, I got to go back and play this again. There's other stuff I could be doing, right? That's number 1. I feel like if I had a set team of people who I was befriended and we were hanging out and having that camaraderie and working together constantly would be better, but I don't. And I'm not planning on doing that. I'm not that kind of gamer. You guys know that. I told you that when I started playing Helldivers, right? The fact that you're just dropping in and out like that and basically you don't know what's going to happen. You could play 45 minutes and waste your time and get nothing out of it. That's really frustrating, especially for someone like me. I don't play it that often. So now I'm playing and I'm getting nothing out of an online set. It's stupid, right? But in addition to that, I mean, we can be very honest with each other here. The game hasn't really changed that much at all. If you take a look at the game, is there any new enemies? No. Any new game types? No. Any new stratagems? No. It's all the same. I didn't play it for 2 weeks. I came back. It was exactly the same. And I'm like, that's a little disheartening. You know, when I first started playing the game, it was like every time I played, there was something new, something cool happening, something to unlock, something new to do. Now I kind of feel like I think I'm like level 21, level 22, something like that. I've basically hit the wall. I've seen what the game has to offer, with a few exceptions. Maybe there's like the mech I can summon at level 25. But outside of that, besides improving certain stratagems, like, oh, have 2 eagle drops instead of 1 or stuff like that, I feel like there's just not that much left in the game. It's just meant to be grind, grind, grind with your friends. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like it's kind of running its course. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want to play Helldivers 2 again. I'm saying we have to kind of find a reason why, right? If it's going to be every time that I play, it's going to be the same exact experience, then what's the point? It's going to be boring, right? And I feel like that. I feel like I got bored last night playing it. I was happy that finally in the last match, I got some reward. We got the 3 super samples. I was like, finally something good. But yeah, it is frustrating that the game was really good for about a month, and now it seems like within a month, I'm not even playing it often, right? I played it, what, twice a week for a month? We've already hit the wall. I think if I look at the amount of gameplay that I've done, hold on, 20 hours. So 20 hours of Helldivers 2, and you've essentially seen everything. So what is there left to do in the game? Probably not much, besides wait for new content, wait for new enemies, wait for new stratagems, wait for new game types, right? And again, I'm not opposed to playing it again if you guys want me to, but just so you know, I just didn't really have that much fun last night. By the end of the night, I was legit tired and bored. And like, man, I wish I was playing something else. And I know that's disappointing. You know, there were a couple people who had come to the stream. And again, the people who had supported the stream, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I'm just being honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, yeah, because people supported the stream, it was the best thing ever, and I loved it. I'm not that kind of guy. You know me? I'm not going to lie to you because, oh, because I got made some money last night. Oh, let's say it's good. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lie, okay?